So I'm really at it again with hoes who think they have a good idea. So a couple weeks ago, probably a month ago, Superhead, the porn star, kind of went on, I don't know what it's called, DJ Vlad. I can't remember if I made a video on her already, but I don't think I did. Cause I think I saw it last Sunday, and I don't remember doing the video on it. But like I was saying, she did an interview, talking about. Well, actually, it was with the interview. He was talking about how porn stars, um, especially Superhead, is getting a bad rep for doing what she does. You know, she's a porn star, and it's her job to do this and that. And the dude was acting like men shouldn't down women like y'all. Y'all porn star. That's what y'all do. I mean, it's this thirsty nigga vibe. And then the thing that got me the most was that this nigga pulled the Amber Rose on a motherfucker. This dude talking about, man, would you compare yourself to Amber Rose? With the slut shaming, slut walk thing. You know, it's this whole stupidity of the with this whole thing. Like this dude trying to like rationalize her ratchetness by saying, "Oh, she's a feminist." No, no, no. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. I am not trying to hear that bullshit. You can't rationalize that shit at all. Bell hooks, Melissa Harris Perry, help me rationalize this shit. You can't do it. And it's this whole stupidity of equalizing the bad men, the womanizers, the players that they fuck consensually. You get this shit talking about, oh, it's okay for guys to be players and have sex with all the women. It's okay for them to do it, but how come it's wrong for females to do it? Females have more responsibility and they're more liable for their actions. It's a double standard, yes. But the thing is that in the black community, we have a belief system that black women are more mature, they're more capable, they're more successful, they're more everything. And so there's a higher expectations for black women to be holier than thou, to be better than men, black men. And that's why women, especially black women, get a lot of flack. Because there's a higher expectation because y'all run around with the feminists and what do damn do? Y'all are in the lead, black women. Now you have to take lead, be a leader, but y'all fucked up. It's this whole stupidity, man. This stupidity is ridiculous. When people run into me. But like I was saying, you can't equalize stupidity because they're fucking you consensually. You know, Ray Ray and Pookie, they're not doing anything grand, anything spectacular when they're messing with you. It's not impressive. So they ain't doing anything impressive. My phone is dying. God, I hate when people interrupt. I was just on a roll too. Yeah, when I pretend that I'm talking to myself, that's when I start talking a little slow. that lets you know that, that somebody's kind of like right on me. So, because I talk very explicitly already, and there was a little kid there, so I didn't want to be like cursing and stuff by no little girl, so I had to keep it G-rated. But like I was saying though, wait, hold on. Like I was saying, you can't rationalize this foolishness, because what the feminist movement has done. They've set this high bar for women, saying that they're this and that, and now black women have to live with being leaders, and they can't handle it. They can't handle it. You know. And like the point I was making earlier was that it's not like these females are giving it up to dudes who are deserving. You know, they sleep with the most like irresponsible ass dudes. And the thing is, these so-called players, some of them ain't even real players, but they just dime out. They just kind of take advantage of girls who don't have you can't think logically. You know, there's some dudes who just mess around with slow chicks. And they want to act like they're players when they taking advantage of like vulnerable ass females, and they want to act like they players. But back to Superhead though, is that she can't convince anybody that her lifestyle is acceptable just because people like sex. And she even made this stupid this illogical reference saying that everybody does porn. Sex and porn is not the same thing. Okay, the average person doesn't record themselves having sex. Okay, porn or pornification, at least into my definition, and a little biblical with in the mix of it, is to me any sexual deviance, outside the realm of man and woman. You know, so like I'll probably say something pornographic to me would be, homosexuality, threesomes, orgies, but even with straight people, doing anal, doing just any type of deviant sex that isn't theoretically normal, you know, defecating on a woman or a man, pissing on people, bondage, race play. I'd find that as porn, even without the legal ramifications or the recording. I was still putting in that category. The thing is that normal sex isn't porn, so you can't rationalize that bullshit, with such a silly argument, But they did the same thing with Pinky, and with her argument, the same dude was trying to say, oh hey, aren't you piggybacking off of Amber Rose with the whole slut walk and slut shaming thing? And they even try to incorporate her into like the fat shaming movement with feminists. And I'm like, this dude is really reaching because this is just a porn star. They don't know nothing about this shit. Okay, this is a boulder in a fucking pond. There's no leverage here, man. And so I really wanted to slap the dude interviewing these females because you can't intellectualize their stupidity. They're not doing it because of women's rights. They're not doing it because it's in memory of Bell Hooks or Audre Lorde or anybody like that. I mean, they're just doing it for their ignorance. They're doing it because it's easy getting money off these thirsty dudes. And even I'll even just say this: Pinky is not cute anymore. The only reason why she's relevant is just because she's light skinned. Basically, that's it. She's just light skinned and she had a cute face in 2006, and now it just kind of went to shit because and this is I find this really common among light skinned females, especially because they will go off their good face and they'll just let their body go to pure shit, and but this is what happens when you live off thirsty dudes and you try to base your self-esteem and worth off them. You know. But my message to the feminists is that are these the women y'all fighting for? Are these the women you want running around openly? Are these the females you wish to be or inspire to be? You know, and at least with being a man, I'm not fighting for every dude. Yes, I see. When I see thirsty dudes, immediately I'm seeing dudes that I can't fuck with or roll with. I discard myself from them. Problem with feminists is that they just want to do this all enticing, live together in harmony. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. You can't have everybody agreeing on one thing. That's why feminism is so messy. And that's why I laugh at black women who try to get into feminism because all they want to do when they get into feminism is just co-sign ratchetness. Co-sign, having promiscuous sex and just be like, well, it's my body. I can do whatever the hell I want. But then, it's just ignorance. It's just stupid. I'm very interested. I'm very kind of interested in wondering how this Amber Rose slut shame walk is going to turn out. I think it's going to happen this summer. I think on August or July. I think. And the stupid thing is that with her slut shame walk movement, is that it's awareness for rape victims. But the thing is, who calls rape victims sluts? Let's be realistic. Nobody does that. I understand with the white boys, they can be little, they can be not little, very hateful and discriminatory towards rape victims and joke about it, about them, with their jokes and their silly humor. I get that, but how are you comparing a rape victim to a slut? That just seems so illogical to me. This is a person who didn't deserve it versus a person who, I wouldn't say a slut deserves it. It's just that they put themselves in these dangers to where it could happen, and it would suck if it did happen. You know. Who knows? I'm pretty sure Pinky has had many life-threatening experiences with thirsty dudes, with rape. I wouldn't even been surprised if she's been a victim of that. But why co-sign that danger? You know, these dudes are not on this intrinsic bullshit. These dudes are willing to fight and kill each other and even you for that ass. So I really hated that feminists are trying to compare sluts to promiscuous women. I think that's a huge disrespect. That's a huge disrespect on my part. But I'm just gonna keep rambling, so I'll just kind of cut this video short right now. If you like what you hear, like, subscribe, and thank you.